Welcome back to online class. A very cheerful morning to my dear students. First of all, I would like to wish you good luck for your revision test and please don't forget to attach PDF file while sending mail. Today we will revise chapter 11 Verbs and its types. What is a verb? A verb is one of the most important part of the sentence. It tells the subject actions, events or state of being. It is always found in the predicate of a sentence. A verb is a word which is used to express an action, a condition or a state of being. Verbs are of different types. First, I would like to discuss the basic type of verbs, that is action, linking and helping verb. Action verb is the main verb. What the subject is actually doing, that is the action word. Second is the helping verb. And third type is linking verb. Action verb shows action. The action verb tells what the subject is doing. Action can either be physical or mental. Physical action is the farmer feeds the chicken, and mental action is he likes the red rooster best. The words are action words like cuffed, ran, swallowed, sang, awake, ride, writing, swimming, crying, dancing, painting. All these are action verbs. Or you can say main verb, which tells you what the subject is doing. Now, tell me, can you find the action verb in each sentence? The girls danced in the recital. Here, danced is the verb, main verb, or you can say action verb. Our mailman drove a funny car last week. In this sentence, drove is the action word. His teacher wrote the answers on the board. Here, wrote is the action verb. Alice worked on her homework last night. Here, worked is a action verb. Present verbs, you all know, that describes an action that is happening now, is known as present tense verb. The bird flies through the sky. Flies is a present tense verb because it is happening right now. Present tense verbs, they end with s, but some end with es or ies, like sleeps, splashes, cries. Present tense verb, it tells you that the action is performing or happening right now. Past verbs tells you about the actions which happened some time ago. Like the dog wanted a bone. Wanted is a past tense because the action has already happened. And the past tense verbs, they end with ed, but some end with d or ied. Clapped, played, tried. Future verbs will tell you about the actions which are going to happen, which will happen in the future. We will awaken at 6 a.m. Will awaken is a future tense verb because the action has not happened. So future tense verb, they use special words to talk about things that will happen, like will, going to, shall, aim to, etc. As we discussed action verbs, second we are going to discuss about linking verbs. that is verbs of incomplete predication, or you can say verbs that complement. Linking verb link its subject, links a subject to to a word in predicate. For example, the cow is blue. Now here is the linking verb which relates the subject to a word in predicate. Now here the subject is a cow and predicate is blue. Now here is the linking verb which relates cow to blue, that the cow is blue in color. Linking verb, they express a condition or a state of being. As we discussed, verbs are the action words, right? It tells you about what the subject is doing. Second, it tells you about the condition of the subject. Or third, it tells you about the state of being. What is the state of the subject? So, condition and state of a being is explained by the linking verbs. An action verb will tell you what the subject is doing, or you can say action verbs are the main verbs that tells you what action has been done by the subject. And here linking verb is connecting the subject to a word in the predicate. Linking verbs. There are 9 linking verbs: am, are, is, am, are, was, were, be, being, become, and seem. Now you can remember these linking verbs by saying that all boys in school work. Now all boys in school work, you can take first letter from each word and you can remember the linking verb. Like A will become am and are, B will become be, being, become, in will be is for is, seem is for all boys in school. School, S is for seem, and W is for was and were. So all these are the 9 linking verbs. Helping verbs you all know: is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, did, does, am, may, might, must, can, will, shall, should, could, would. All these are the helping verbs. Other things to keep in mind, that not every sentence will have a helping verb with the main verb. It is not necessary that each sentence has a helping verb. You may notice when we discuss the past tense verbs, in that we discussed the action word and they are used in the form of wanted, played. In those sentences, helping verb is not there. So this statement proves true that it is not necessary that every sentence has a helping verb. Now, when you see an ing form such as running, be on the lookout for a helping verb also. So, wherever there is ing form, we have to use helping verb. So, helping verbs will be used along with the ing form of the verb, that is in the continuous tenses. We use helping verbs. Sometimes there is another word which separate the helping verb from the main verb, and that is the not. That word is not, which makes the sentence negative. The boy could not find his socks. Now here not is the word which separates the helping verb from the main verb. Now here the helping verb is could and find is the main verb. Main verb, I told you that whatever action done by the subject is the main verb, or you can say action verb. Helping verbs are the forms of be. Like as I told you, is, am, are, was, were, will, shall, can, has, have, had, do, does, did, should, could, would, may, might, must. All these were helping verbs. A sentence may contain up to 3 helping verbs to the main verb. See the example: the dog must have been chasing the cat. Now the helping verbs are must, have, and been. So a sentence can contain 3 helping verbs along with the main verb. Chasing is the main verb. Clear? So let's practice. Find the verb in each sentence. Hopefully, it will snow this year. Now, here the verb is will snow. The student asked his teacher a question. Now, here the verb is asked. You can see. Jackson is very energetic. Now, here is the help linking verb, right, which connects the subject to the predicate. Students in the class were really loud. So here the verb is were. I am confused about algebra. Am is the verb, helping verb. The girls sang in the competition. Now here you can see no helping verb is there, and this sentence is in the past tense. So here the verb is sang. Always do your best. Do is the helping verb. The earth revolves around the sun. Here revolves is the verb. Okay, so I hope you know how to identify verb in given sentence. Now we are going to study about transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Linking verbs, as I told you earlier, they connects the subject to a word in predicate, and the linking verbs are, yes, tell me, the linking verbs are is, am, are, yes, was, were, be, being, become, and seem. These are the linking verbs, or you can remember like this: all boys in school work. Okay. So next, or linking verbs are also known as verbs of incomplete predication, which tells you that expresses the condition or state of being. Now we are going to study about transitive verbs. Transitive verbs are those verbs which requires an object to complete the meaning of a sentence. For example, Rina wrote a letter. Now Rina wrote what? If we are not writing a letter, the sentence is incomplete. Now here letter is the object. We need an object to complete its meaning. So here wrote is a transitive verb. For example, the pilot landed the antique aeroplane. Now here aeroplane is the direct object that answers the question landed what? After the verb land.